Oh, gym videos, women calling men creeps, trying to call men out for barely staring, or not even staring, right? They just make fake videos just to blast men on the internet because why? There's just a lot of men hater out there.
So I just left the gym. Well, actually, I just left Whole Foods because I was grocery shopping, but I think I saw like the hottest guy I've ever seen in my life at the gym. And I was working out and he was like staring at me, and he was actually like down the
Yeah, probably because of those big ass jugs you got.
treadmill, like 2 treadmills down. So then
You
like
also look really weird because you have blonde hair and you have really dark black eyebrows. That's kind of tripping me out right now.
I got off the treadmill and I went to the sauna, and then I saw him again. He came to the sauna. The whole time he was like staring at me, and he did not say one word.
Again, we like looking at jugs. You got two big pairs.
And I'm just like, are you gonna say anything? Like, and I'm not like the kind of person to like approach or talk to a guy first. I know like a lot of girls do that. I
No,
just
they don't.
can't. Maybe that's why I'm still single. But men, like, seriously, if you're gonna like stare, like, why don't you say something? Like,
Because we can just stare and not have to deal with you and your horrible attitude and voice.
what is wrong with men these days? Like, they'll stare at you, but they won't say anything.
We can just stare because we like to admire big jugs and not want to have to deal with the person behind the jugs.
It's just so weird to me.
It's so funny to me when guys are like, girls should approach guys at the gym first, or a girl should make the first move on their gym crush, or the guys in the gym in general first. But to me, in my experience, every time I get near a guy, they literally run away. Like, I could go to a machine right next to them, or like, you know how the squat racks are right next to each other? I could go on one side of the squat rack, and for some reason, I guess they're done with their set or something, but they will literally run off. And that's just my personal experience and from what I've noticed.
Maybe they don't like working out next to women.
When I get close to someone at the gym, whether it's a guy or a girl, most of the time, if it's a girl, they're
See, like you said, whether it's a guy or a girl. So it's just people don't like to be close to you.
pretty receptive.
Maybe you smell.
Like, I think girls are getting more comfortable in the gym, especially if there's another girl around, like, you feel a little bit more comfortable. But I've noticed that when I get close to a guy, if I'm working on a machine next to him, or if I'm on a squat rack or whatever, they will literally pack up their shit and go, or they will just like completely turn aside and not even pay attention to you. Like, they will literally do everything they can to avoid eye contact.
And you're shocked why? Have you not seen the gym videos of women posting trying to blast men as creeps and predators?
So it's like, it's really hard to actually go through with that when it's not very receptive, you know? And it's like, I don't want to chase them down at the same time. Like, I don't want to force anything.
Neither do men. That's why we just walked away.
I feel like, I don't know.
Okay, who made up this rule that guys should not approach women at the gym?
Women did.
Because I disagree. The gym is one of the best places to meet people because you already have like this commonality of like, we prioritize our health. I don't think women don't want to be approached at the gym. I think women don't want to be approached by creepy men at the gym.
So normal, regular guys. Only Chads, please, can only approach me at the gym. The ones with the big muscles and super tall.
Let me explain what we mean by creepy. Women are very intuitive. So like, if we feel your like gaze at us and it's like lustful, I'm sorry, but like, I hate that.
It could be the Chad of Chads. He can be so lustful to you, grabbing you and all this stuff, and you're just gonna still accept it because you like him.
Like, I hate when I walk past a man and I just know, I can feel him like staring at my butt when I walk past. Like, that is such a no for me automatically. Or if we catch you across the gym, like staring, like just dead staring at us, like, that's creepy. Automatically, it's like a no, and like, we don't want you to approach us. Also, there's like an appropriate time to walk up to a girl.
It's funny how these women think they're doing this video and like doing men justice somehow by teaching us how to approach these women. Like, no, we see you as just lying. We already know why you accept men approaching you. It's the Chads of the world.
Girl at the gym, like, don't walk up to her when she's like mid-set. But if she's like, we all take breaks, we're all like, you know, catching our breath before the next set or whatever, or right before we move on to a different station, like, that is a great time to just walk up and here's the key. You have to be very straightforward about why you're walking up. Do not spark up like a random conversation like mid-workout, because it's like, no. Anyways, my advice for the men is, if you see a woman that you want to approach at the gym, wait for a good time, walk up and be direct. The key here, I think, is just being direct and honest with like why you walked up. So you could say, hey, I noticed you working out here. I think you're really beautiful. Can I get your number? It really is that simple.
That's how you get called creeps.
Guys. And then be prepared for a no. It's okay, but like at least you shot your shot.
I'm not pretty. I'm naturally pleasant and friendly.
PSA, don't be a weirdo in the gym. I was approached today by a guy who I haven't seen in a while who kind of comes off as creepy, and he approached me and was giving me the full while telling me how great I looked and how lean
You're at the gym. People look at you like that at the gym because you're there to work out and make yourself look better.
look and how amazing I look, and he wouldn't stop repeating himself, and it was just too much. Like, it's one thing to compliment somebody, but to fully eye fuck them? Nah, let's have some boundaries in the gym, guys. It's okay to approach people and say they're doing a great job, but leave it at that. Don't make it weird. Right? Why is it so hard?
She wasn't attracted to the guy, now he's a creep.
Yep.
Women do this and start creating videos ranting about how men don't ask them out anymore. Well, whose fault is it? Women have made it crystal clear. Men are the enemy at the gym.
Men are just the enemy, period. It doesn't matter what we do. It's never enough. We're always at fault. We're the bad guys.
Scream that guys shouldn't approach, shouldn't talk, shouldn't even look. Social media's crawling with their shitty videos calling out men as creeps for glancing their way while lifting weights or checking their form in a mirror. A guy shifts his stance near a woman's treadmill, fucking creep. A man looks in her direction for half a damn second, harass her. They'll whip out their phones, record him like he's a criminal, and post it online, shaming him as some sick predator for doing jack shit, but existing.
Yep.
These women act like every man's out to get them, turning a shared gym into a goddamn war zone where any move is a crime. They demand men stay the hell away, then cry when men actually fucking...
Again, it's funny because men should stay away. The gym is a men's thing. It used to be purely men, right? And then we allowed you to come, and then now you want us to leave. Like, women just destroyed men's spaces and took over, and then try to kick men out of our own space.
Listen. The hypocrisy is infuriating. Women post endless rants about how men shouldn't approach them at the gym. Don't talk, don't offer to spot, don't even make eye contact. They'll scream, "Leave me the fuck alone," in one video, then make another whining that men are ignoring them.
True.
Social media is flooded with clips where they film guys for staring, blowing it out of proportion to paint them as creeps. One video shows a woman bitching about a guy looking her way while she's in skin-tight leggings, acting like he's a threat for noticing her. Another has a woman shaming a man for standing too close to her machine, as if he's plotting some evil shit. They want men to be invisible, but when men avoid them entirely, they throw fits, crying they're being disrespected or ignored. Make up your goddamn minds, you hypocrites.
If men are just so evil and so this, why do you want to be with us? Why do you go out on dates with random strangers and just, think that men are just gonna off you or do horrible acts on you and things like that? Why even go out? Why?
This nonsense has men on edge. Guys are fucking terrified to even glance at a woman at the gym. Social media is littered with stories of men getting reported to gym staff for harassment over nothing. A quick look, a polite nod, or just being in the same damn room. Women will scream, creep, and run to management, threatening to escalate it to a formal complaint if a guy so much as breathes near them. Men see these videos, women filming them, mocking them, ruining their reputation.
They go quite viral.
For clout, and they're done. Why risk a ban, a public shaming, or a viral video labeling you a predator for glancing at someone while deadlifting? Men are keeping their eyes on their weights, their heads down, and their distance wide to avoid this toxic drama. Men are ghosting women at gyms because it's not worth the gamble. They're there to train, keeping their eyes on their sets, avoiding women who could destroy them with a single video. Women's social media rants are desperate cries, because they're being ignored. They want attention without consequences, to flaunt and flirt while men take the risk. Men don't care anymore. They're done being vilified, done being targets.
We are.
Women's anger over men avoiding them at gyms.
Again, this is a huge reason why a lot of men have home gyms. And they do home gyms with their boys.
Exposes their lie. They demand men stay away, scream creep at every glance, and post videos shaming men for existing, then cry when men ignore them. They've turned gyms into a trap, accusing men of harassment for nothing while dodging accountability for their own actions.
They've kind of made everything a trap. You can almost go anywhere now, and it feels like some kind of trap.
Are done risking their peace for a look or a word that could be twisted into a scandal. Women's rants are pathetic screams because they're losing control. In 2025, men aren't looking your way because you've made it too dangerous to try. Men are out, and we're not coming back. That's all for today. Don't forget to